Hey guys, welcome to another episode of Let's Talk with the Saw right here on Superlative Radio. And this week we've got the BAM show we've been waiting for. We have Falcon and the Winter Soldier, which is why I'm wearing my Captain America shirt today. You know,
Works perfect.
Keeping with the theme for it. So if you haven't seen Falcon and the Winter Soldier yet, it is airing on Disney Plus. The first episode is roughly about 45 minutes after you take the credits away, so it's pretty good. It's longer than the first episode of WandaVision. Action-packed, it's fantastic. So if you haven't checked it out, then I would recommend not watching this because it's going to be spoilers like usual. But if you have, then man,
Stick around.
We're gonna really enjoy it. And if you haven't, go watch it and then come back and watch us here. So that said, what did you think of the episode?
I loved it.
Yeah, me too.
Action-packed, good story, just all around kept me throughout the entire thing.
It's really good.
Yeah.
So, we have this fancy new Falcon and the Winter Soldier logo.
There you go.
There. Check that out, people. Anyway.
Not bad, eh?
Yeah.
Pretty good.
So, yeah, I mean, this show starts and just doesn't let you go the whole time.
Yeah. It kept me enthralled all the way through.
So, what was your favorite part?
Again, I would have to say it was one of those ones where I couldn't pick one because I did enjoy it all the way through, but it was I couldn't even I couldn't even pick a part and say I like this part or that part or whatever. It just really I just enjoyed it right through. So as far as it goes from my perspective, I would just have to say for those of you that aren't the enthusiasts like he is, that are more of just the casual observers like I am, you will thoroughly enjoy it from one end to the other. I can guarantee you will enjoy it from one end to the other.
Yeah, it is really good.
So, yeah, just overall, a fantastic show. And I can't wait for next week to see where they're going to go.
Me too. So it starts, or before we get into that, it stars Anthony Mackie as Sam Wilson, who's the Falcon. Yeah. Sebastian Stan as the Winter Soldier. We get to see Don Cheadle reprising his role as Colonel Rhodes, but he doesn't appear as War Machine. We are also going to be seeing Sharon Carter, Agent 13. She's going to be appearing in the show again. And we also see the return of George St. Pierre.
Yeah, you were saying that too. In the beginning.
He's in the beginning. He's last time we saw him was in Captain America, the Winter Soldier, when Captain America kicked the crap out of him. So it's interesting to see him back and then get his ass beat by Falcon. So it's pretty cool.
Yeah, so it's,
But the show starts off with, we see Sam. He's getting dressed and he's putting the Captain America shield in the bag that Steve had given him at the end of Endgame. And then it switches to him being briefed on something, and he's in his Falcon outfit. And he's on a military aircraft. We find out that he's working with the Air Force because everybody that was previously charged with being wanted felons and whatever, like Falcon, Winter Soldier, all the people that broke the Sokovia Accords and everything, they all end up getting pardoned because they saved the world.
Good reason.
And brought half the population of the world back. So they all ended up getting pardoned. So he ends up working with the Air Force again. And so this captain has been captured. And it's up to Sam to get him back. And he was captured by George St. Pierre and his goons. And so Falcon gets out of the plane and goes on this, incredible action-packed, like flying through canyons and beating people up on the plane. And it's blowing up helicopters and stuff like that.
Yeah, it was really something.
Just bits here. It's phenomenal. The whole thing is pretty cool. Like, you even get to see parts where he's, like, when he's first on the plane and they start to shoot at him or whatever, and he flips his wings around and uses them like a shield to protect himself.
Right,
And he uses Red Wing a couple of times to actually like take out some helicopters and
It
some
just comes
dudes
off and
stuff.
goes, and it's really nice.
It's phenomenal. Like, and it's literally just all action from the start of this scene to the end of it.
Yep.
It doesn't stop. And
The thing I did like was the way that what are the missiles that are following him? I guess they're heat seeking or whatever, and he goes through the helicopter so that it was real. I was like, oh, nice move.
He rescues the captain by going through the helicopter.
And then
you
the
see
bombs,
George Pierre jump out, and boom, it explodes.
It was really cool. I thought, whoa, that was good. I like that. That was,
There's so much action in it. But it was phenomenal. And so, yeah, we get to see that. Then, of course, he heads off to Washington, where he's giving a speech about Captain America and putting the shield in the Smithsonian.
Yeah.
And Rhodey's there. That's when we see Rhodey. And they talk. Some guy, I think, who's I'm not sure who the guy is because I don't think they really say who he is. He's obviously like some sort of, I'm gonna guess some sort of senator or something probably, who says, thank you for bringing the shield forward or whatever.
That's right.
Blah 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 whatever. But so he puts the shield in the Smithsonian, and then off he goes to go back to visit with his family, his sister and his nephews in Louisiana. And then it jumps over to that
Winter whole
Soldier.
thing with the boat, selling the boat and stuff. Yeah,
it jumps over to the thing with the Winter Soldier with Bucky, and we see him having a flashback of when he was the Winter Soldier, killing some dudes, and he kills this Asian guy along with them, and then he wakes up in a sweat, and it's. Yeah, obviously bothered him. Then he's off to see this shrink who's obviously some sort of she was in the military before, so she's some sort of like military shrink or whatever. And they're talking about stuff, and she mentions how he's ignoring Sam's text messages. He doesn't even have 10 phone numbers in his phone, and and then off he goes to be with to go to lunch with this this Asian man, this old Asian man, and we come to find out that this is the father of the young Asian guy he killed.
That's right.
When he was Winter Soldier, and we learn that what he's doing is he's doing all these things to make amends as part of his pardon for all these things that he had done as Winter Soldier, and so he's obviously doing something for this old guy where he's going to probably, I'm going to guess, tell him that he's the one who actually killed his son. Although I was saying to Kim, I was like, if it was me, I don't think I would tell him. I would just be there and do nice things for him to help him, because I think telling the old guy would only make it worse.
Would ruin it, yeah. I would agree with that.
But I mean, I don't know how they're going to do it in the show, but that's what I would think.
Well, we will see.
Yeah, we will. But, so it goes on from there, and it kind of flip-flops back and forth between the two of them. And... Sam's family is having trouble keeping the boat and the house and all this stuff, so they go off to the bank to try to get a loan. Of course,
and that doesn't work
through. But everywhere Sam goes, he's obviously very well known as an Avenger now.
Yeah, well, even the bank manager tries to get a
selfie
with him.
Well, even when he was with his military buddy in Tunisia at the beginning of the episode.
That's right. Yeah.
The Arabian fella comes up and he's like, "Thank you brought my wife back to me."
Yeah.
Like it's really crazy. There's all these different people that just seem to recognize him, which is funny because nobody really seems to recognize Bucky.
Yeah.
So, I'm not sure. But, I mean, and you'd think that they would because his picture was plastered all over everything during Captain America Civil War, right? But, anyway. So...
Suspend your belief. It's,
Oh, maybe they'll address it in the next episode or something. I'm not sure. But, yeah. We also get to see... the start of this other villain organization that is going to become is going to become like the main villains of this show, and they're going to be working with Zemo because he is going to be coming back, and we see. I'm trying to remember where. Was it in Tunisia, where the military was, or it was either in Tunisia or like Egypt or Libya or some, whatever, some Arabic country, I believe, where the guy steals the money. Everybody's wearing the masks to kind of throw the police and everything off. They're all wearing the masks.
Yeah, I vaguely remember, but I can't.
Anyway, the main dude of it, who you can see, like at one point he kicks this police officer and he goes flying. Like he obviously has some super soldier serum or something because he's as strong as Captain America. Like if Captain America kicked somebody, that's what they would have done.
That's right. There was
like,
a lot of strength there.
Of course, he picks up the guy and he slams him on the ground. Like he picks him up with ease. It's just there's a whole lot there. So I don't know who that guy is yet. But it's obvious that he's got somehow some sort of enhancement because he's pretty strong. And Sam seems to have an inkling of who he is because towards later in the episode, his buddy calls him and they talk about it because he had a body cam on to show him what happened.
Shows him the footage of it, yeah.
Yeah, so it's obvious there's some sort of connection there. And I can't remember the guy that he's working with, the military guy. I can't remember his name for the life of me, and I really should have had it in front of me. But he's from the comics as well, and he has worked with Sam before in the comics and Captain America and stuff. So there is a connection there already. I'm just trying to remember what his name is, and for the life of me, it's escaping me.
I have weeks like that. Don't worry about it.
But yeah, it's really, really. It's really, really intense. There's a lot of action throughout the whole thing. It's funny to see Bucky trying to get the hang of interacting in the real world because he goes on a date.
Yeah, that's right.
And he talks about how he's tried the online dating thing and how he doesn't understand a lot of what's going on. And
and then she asks how old he is, and he says 112 or whatever
106.
It was. Oh, God, that was funny.
Yeah. And she just kind of looks, doesn't believe him. But you know what I liked is when he's on his date, the two of them are playing Battleship and they're drinking. And
that's
so
right.
The Battleship guy, I looked at Kim, I said, now there's a board game I'd play. And she's like, what do you mean? I'm like, well, they take a drink every time they hit their...
No, they miss. If they miss.
Every time they take a drink every time they miss. And if you hit your opponent's ship, they have to take a drink.
That's right.
I'm like, I'd play that. That's a pretty good game of Battleship. I think that's pretty good.
And by the time the game ends, you're sunk.
Yeah, you're sunk, exactly. Everybody's hammered.
Yeah.
I thought that'd be pretty good. But yeah, it's just like from start to finish, it's phenomenal. I can't say enough, about how cool it really is. It's nice. It's a nice change from WandaVision.
It's a definite change from WandaVision, but it's still a good...
I enjoyed WandaVision immensely.
So did I. This doesn't take anything from it.
Nope.
I mean,
This is just a nice change because this one's got more action in it. And to be honest, Kevin Feige said it was going to have more action. This was going to be more like one of their movies than WandaVision was. Yeah. Which is cool because it just means we're going to see lots of action and we're going to see lots of typical,
Avenger stuff.
And of course, then at the very end of the episode, it's revealed that all that Sam did when he gave up the shield to the Smithsonian was he was giving it back to the government without knowing it, and they were making another Captain America.
At the end, they show you who it is. Yeah.
So you get to see U.S. Agent John Walker, which they're calling Captain America right now. But in the comics, that's who he is. He's U.S. Agent. And the difference between him and Captain America, for those of you that don't know, is Captain America had more of a moral compass. John Walker is somebody who he's got more of a darker side to him, so he's more likely to do things that Captain America wouldn't do.
So he fits their agenda better than...
Yeah, he fits their agenda better than Captain, because they know they couldn't control Captain America, right?
Exactly.
Like Captain America would do whatever. Like he's like the Marvel version of Superman in a sense, with the whole Boy Scout idea of he always does the right thing.
Yeah.
Like Superman, like that's why I have such a problem with the Man of Steel movie. Superman always does what's right. Like that's his whole thing. It doesn't matter what it is. He does the right thing. He always saves the person. He always does whatever.
Exactly.
And that was the whole point of Captain America during Civil War. Was he's like, no, I believe I'm doing what the right thing is to do.
And this guy won't do that.
John Walker is somebody who the government can control a little easier and will be like, well, we want you to go get rid of this guy. And
That's
he'll be
right.
like, okay, I'll go get rid of him.
That's right.
So that's the whole point. Now, of course, obviously, we know from the previews that Sam and Bucky do end up with the shield. So how they get it from John Walker, I'm not sure. My guess is going to be there's probably going to be a fight between Falcon, Bucky, and John Walker. Yeah. And that's how they're going to end up with the shield.
It's not like he's going to give it to them, so I would imagine.
Yeah, I wouldn't imagine he'll give it to them either. Now, I don't know if that means they're going to kill him off or what's going to happen, but
well, we'll find out.
We'll find out, I'm sure, as the show goes on. But yeah, it's that's how it's revealed at the end, and obviously Sam's not impressed, as you can see from the look on his face.
Right,
he's really annoyed that they did that because he thought he was giving the shield back in respects to Steve.
That's right, and this isn't what's happening.
This isn't what he wanted. No. And to be honest, I mean, it's not like they could say, well, no, and because if you think about it, right, when you look at the shield itself, this is, now I'm thinking, this is probably the second or third shield.
I don't know. Okay.
Well, I say that because, okay, so the first shield, right? No, it's the second shield. It's the second shield. So it would have to be the second shield because somehow Captain America ended up with another shield because, of course, Iron Man gives Captain America the shield back after he takes it from him in Civil War. He gives it back to him in Endgame.
Right.
And then Thanos breaks it.
Right.
With his blade. So obviously there was another shield that Iron Man would have had somewhere.
Had made another one.
Yeah, that he would have given. So I'm just trying to figure out how, So this would be the second shield. But either way, it doesn't matter. It's the simple fact that obviously Sam was quite annoyed that they had done this. And I can't blame him. So I think that's probably how him and Bucky are going to end up coming together. Is they're going to be like, well,
for a common goal
back.
Yeah, exactly.
And I have a feeling that we may see Rhodey later on in the show in War Machine gear. I'm going to bet we probably will. I bet we'll see him back as War Machine later on. Or probably like the last episode. I bet you anything we'll see him.
All right. Well, we'll see how that works out. But you never know.
There's no after the credit scene.
No, I looked for that. But
yeah. And I like, and because Kim asked me the same thing, and I'm like, no, there won't be with the first one. I said, and it probably won't be for the second and third one even. It probably won't happen till the episodes 4, 5, and 6. They'll probably, the last 3 they'll have after the credits.
Something to do. Yeah. Okay.
So that's probably when they'll start. But doesn't mean you shouldn't check after each one because, Marvel has a way of
sneaking in there.
Sneaking them in when you're least expecting it. So, but I'm going to guess that that's what it's going to be. So it'll be interesting to see how it all works out. I don't quite have any theories for anything yet. I do know that they're going to go to Madripoor. And I believe it's going to be Madripoor that they go to. You would know it's a fictional place from the Marvel Universe.
Okay,
Wakanda,
all right.
Or Sokovia. It's just a fictional.
Right, okay.
The Madripoor is in, I believe it's in Africa, I think. I'm trying to remember, off the coast of Africa or something. But anyway, I believe that's where they're going to go. And I believe we're going to get our first hint at mutants. So
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because I think this is how they're going to... Because there's a rumor that they're going to introduce Omega Red. And Omega Red is a Russian mutant who's a villain of Wolverine and the X-Men. So there's a rumor that he's going to appear. So I'm going to guess that somehow they're going to introduce all of these. They're going to explain how mutants are somehow there.
Interesting. Okay,
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see what they do. If you guys have any theories, write them below. I'd love to hear them because, I mean, right now with the first episode, it's really hard to kind of
gauge
it yet. Because I mean, even when I look
yeah,
back
you're not even into it yet.
Even when I look back at WandaVision, I can't remember having any real solid theories.
No. In your
aside
first
from
one,
the fact I thought Mephisto was behind it.
Yeah.
So this one, I know Zemo's going to be involved, but I don't know if he's going to be the actual guy behind this this LAF group or not.
well,
I
like
don't
you
know.
said, it's still the first one, so it's
it'll
hard
be
to gauge.
interesting,
So
yeah.
give it time to kind of
But I mean,
warm up a bit.
The episode was just
loved
awesome. From beginning to end, I was just blown away by it. And I'm just itching for the next one.
We all are.
Oh, man. Yeah.
But by the way, don't be shy. I'd like to know what you think.
Yeah, we would. Yeah, definitely comment below. What you thought of the episode. Did you like it? Didn't you like it? It just blew me away.
Feedback.
So, yeah. And don't forget, like and share.
Thank you.
There you go.
Jeez, we're just at the same
Like
time.
and share.
Nicely
There you
done.
go.
See that?
Yeah,
Hey.
bam! Like and share our videos.
Subscribe the whole 9 yards. Yep.
Subscribe, please. Check our channels. Tab for our other two channels, All in the Pen and Superlative Vlogs. And you can view everything, again, right on superlativeradio.com.
Yeah, it's all there too.
You can even subscribe to our YouTube channels there.
Everything's there, yeah.
You just can't comment. So
You got to go to YouTube to do that.
I'm thinking, we should put some forum or something on the website so people can actually comment right on the...
That's a good way to do it.
Right on the website. Maybe we can do it all there. Who knows?
Yeah.
We'll see. We are going to, I do know, we are going to, at some point, we are going to have a store on the website.
Yes,
We're
that's
gonna have
right. Yeah,
some
we're still
merch.
getting that together.
We're
Yeah.
getting that together. Also, we are going to be introducing some really cool stuff with All in the Pen. We've got some great episode
Some
ideas.
crazy
so
shit happening
please check
there,
that
yeah.
out. And, please support us immensely if you could. Like, share, whatever.
Give us what you can. Just even if it's just a like,
That's
every
right.
little bit
that
helps.
helps so much. You have no idea. Liking and commenting is the biggest thing you can do, and along with subscribing. So, but share our videos if you can, and tell us what you think of the episode. We will be back for another episode later this week. We are going to be a little bit late with our Pennyworth episode because of real life stuff. But there will be an episode on episode 7 of Pennyworth.
Coming later during the week.
During the week.
Thursday, Friday.
It'll be up
ballpark.
later.
Yeah.
So unfortunately, it'll be a bit late, but it will be up. But don't forget to look for it. And on our vlog channel, you can see new vlogs this week, Tuesday and Thursday. There's going to be new vlogs. And we have a new All in the Pen coming a week from Saturday. So
Yeah, or 2 weeks from now.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
so we got some good stuff coming. And
Just hang on. It's all coming.
anyway,
It's all there.
Anything you wanna add about the show?
Superlativeradio.com. Check it all out there. And everything else, nope. I'm just anxious for number 2 and see where we're going to go.
yeah, me too. I
So-
can't wait. So check it
I'm
out.
chomping at the bit, as they say.
And we will catch you guys for
Other
another
than that,
episode.
I just want to say stay healthy and keep it cool. We'll see you guys next week.
Later.